sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Indianapolis Colts.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Off the bootleg, Ramsey steps away to his left. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. To throw again. Ramsey flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Ramsey. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
A 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he comes back with one complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1-yard line.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Off of play action, he'll look to throw.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott yet again. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're on the sideline thinking themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
A big run that time by Elliott. 44 yards on the ground. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Colts 6-yard line.
2nd down and goal. Prescott will set up the screen to Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Number 21,
Ezekiel Elliott, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, A 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Ramsey eluding the pressure right. Looking for Bolden, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. The big fella. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he will find his man on the outside.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. The give to Taylor. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd and 12.
Looking to throw. Ramsey rolling to his right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now Taylor. He was stopped right at midfield. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Ramsey. He takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
He was looking for Michael Pittman that time.
But now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw on 3rd down. Ramsey. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
2nd and 4.
He's got it complete. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing the
Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin the order back now and get upfield quarterback.
It's such an impressive first half to get that lead. And unsuccessful there trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
20.
From the gun, Ramsey. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff Spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First down, Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Cowboys.
Prescott now from the 50. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Elliott. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
He's brought down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
From the red zone now, Prescott throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
The kicker.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical is one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. Looking for Bowman. It's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
To number 82.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Colts 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
9-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
To throw on second down, Ramsey. Wide open receiver complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. They run with Taylor. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Off play action. Ramsey. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
As he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll try and throw for it here. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Taylor. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Got it here at the 29 on second and 8. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Back to throw. Ramsey will set up the screen to Taylor. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food, because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Malik Hooker on the coverage.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This is caught by Jackson. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Toss left to Elliott. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it. And you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 yards.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
Cowboys.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Darius Leonard gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more.
And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ramsey. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50.
That's good.
7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. On 1st and 10, Ramsey. And for the 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Riley Harrison. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 27 yards on the gain there. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So this